welcome to another edition of your Daily Oracle with Mary Wade. Today is June the 4th. We are only a few hours past the strawberry full moon in Sagittarius. I don't know about you guys, but that one gave me some pretty wild dreams. I think I'm still trying to process what all happened in my dreams last night. And I gotta say, up and down all night long. Of course, here in Texas, the peak of the full moon was at about 10:42, 10:45 last night. So yeah, all that full moon energy was just, activating my sleep cycle. Now, I know it's been a few days since you guys have received a reading from me, and for that, I do apologize. I've been rethinking, a lot of things, not just for this channel, but for, things going in life in general, So, I do appreciate your patience. If this is your first time, my name is Mary Wade. I am a holistic wellness coach with Heartsong Holistic. I offer readings and coaching for those who would like to develop their psychic abilities, as well as, if you're in a position where you just overall want to feel a lot better while moving through life, spiritually open, nutrition on point, physical body in peak condition, I can help you with that. If you'd like to check out those services, you can check out my link tree in the description below. I do also appreciate donations. Your donations help keep this channel alive and moving forward. I do have some interesting ideas on how I would like to shape this channel moving forward. It may move to weekly readings simply because I have to accept that I am human and I have 3 wee children that I have to be present for, and they're early risers. So, with all that being said, any more housekeeping notes? Whoop. Here I'm shuffling, we have one fall out of the deck. Okay. So this is number 8, the sea turtle, stability. Let me tune into this card here. The first thing that I'm really noticing here, and it could be just from me moving from the bottom to the top, but it's as if, and this is a reading for the collective, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for anyone else. But I see that it's almost like we're rising up out of this dark period. We did have this past December some pretty dark, heavy-duty transmutation energies at play. And to me, this is saying we're rising up out of that. The light is now where our focus should be. We've done all this work. Now how are we going to put it out into the world? The light is even penetrating the darkness, making it easier to follow the light up to the surface. And I see through this, the word stability. I'm seeing this as, you are fully supported by your guides and within the skills that you've developed for your own self. This turtle right here is both in and out of the water, right? It has a part of it below into the depths so that it is rooted in, and it's looking up to the light as well. And on its back, on its home, because turtles, they carry their home wherever they are, right? And that's how we should be as well. This is also a card of movement, so it could be that due to all this, you may be looking to make a move. On the back of this turtle, I see a girl sleeping, and many of these eggs hatching and flying away. To me, in one sense, that's like, that's dreams becoming reality. Those are manifestations coming in, and look at them, they're coming in through the light. Perhaps these are the manifestations that the turtle has, and she's supporting her inner child here. Or perhaps she's working with the inner child to really create some dreams that can be fruitful for them. I do also see down here at the bottom, it looks like there is a little boy swimming through the water still. But you notice that that light is still touching him. He will eventually make his way out here. So whether you feel like you're in and out of the water, you're rising up out into the light, or if you feel like you're still kind of stuck here, this shift is coming. That's the time of year we're in as well. I mean, my goodness, we're really close to summer. So all of this root work, all of this depth that we've built within ourselves over the past 6 months, let me see, give or take, we're now bringing it out into the light. It's time for that to sprout. It's time for that to grow. The number 8 also represents wisdom and balance. So I feel like through a lot of the work that we as a collective did in the unconscious psyche over the last several months, now we're going to start seeing the fruits of that. Now, I could see this coming out in aggressive ways for people who maybe didn't go into that depth, or maybe they saw things that scared them and they didn't choose to heal them. We'll just see, because you guys know whenever the sun gets out and super bright around solstice time, things can get kind of testy. They can also be extremely beautiful, because if you've done healing work, you know, all of your colors are going to shine in such a beautiful way. Okay. And this next card I'm pulling from the Higher Self Oracle. And look, we have another water card. I'm sure this is obviously quite, you know, energy, but it also feels very fluid with that. Go with the flow. So to me, if you've been setting intentions, if you have your North Star, your goal as your orienting point through this, and this is very Sagittarian, just go with the flow. The universe is the current that's going to take your boat there. It provides the wind and the water to get you there. So imagine this is a sailboat, you know, as long as you keep it oriented towards that North Star, which is your goal, which is your life's path, purpose, whatever that is for you at this time, then anything that comes your way, remember that it's happening for you. Go with the flow. Use your heart and mind to help discern which of these opportunities is really the right one for you. Because it could be that you have many manifestations coming through. If you do, you are so blessed. You know, remember that we can get overwhelmed by some of these manifestations as they come in. And sometimes the universe gives us, you know, magnified versions of our manifestations. You know, say you you ask for a cup of coffee, and instead here's a coffee machine and coffee to go with it so that you can make it yourself for many, many mornings. You know, that's kind of what I'm talking about. I know that that's perhaps a tiny example, but I'm sitting here knowing I'm out of coffee, so that's the example that came. Oh. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Okay. Our next card comes from the Druid Plant Oracle. And it is the Bramble. I think this is a really powerful card. And it actually did come out reverse. So we'll kind of look at it both ways. Firstly, you can see this as the journey there, right? We were just talking about the North Star, your orienting point. And it's like you have to go through the difficulty of what's been standing in your way, perhaps. But if you'll look at the shadow aspects, like the underlayer, and by shadow I don't mean evil, anything like that. What I'm meaning is the unconscious underpinning to the situation. Take a high viewpoint, because you're not going to walk through this unscathed, right? So if you can be like a bird in this situation and rise into observation mode. You know, if you're going with the flow, you're taking your mind out of the equation. You know, you're living your life, you're drawing, you're eating bonbons, whatever that looks like for you. And, you know, if you just follow your feelings through this, you're going to feel every prickle, every thorn. It's going to hurt. But if you can rise above that like a bird, you can see why this is here, what the underlying motives are that perhaps you struggle to see due to feelings, right? If your feelings are being really pricked and poked and injured, it's going to be harder to get through that. If you can go into a place of observation, this is where we're talking about that mind-heart connection, you know? Rise into the wisdom of your higher soul self. To go with the flow, see the reasoning behind all this so that you can go above and beyond into your destiny, your paradise. Wow. This has been a really interesting reading. I see that card up there for the sea turtle. And I want to remind you, like, keep your balance, stay stable. This may be a slow process. It could be a fast process. Depends on where you're at and what your goals are, right? But if you can make one small step every single day towards that, you're making progress. Okay. Yep. And this just confirmed that. This is our closing card, and it is from Nature's Healing Oracle. And it is the apricot tree. And I'm going to leave you guys with this affirmation. The apricot tree is for inner harmony. And the affirmation is, inner harmony comes when I am at one with myself. When you can accept here and here the light and the shadow aspects of yourself, the masculine and the feminine aspects of yourself, you can find that inner harmony. You can create that home, that stability within yourself. So, like that turtle, you can go with the flow. Okay? And that inner harmony allows you to move through life at several different levels. You know, that feeling level, that higher soul self level, or if you want to descend into the depths of, you know, some of the other pieces, you can too. But when you accept all of who you are, all of those aspects become open for you to work with. No longer scary, no longer unattainable feeling. It's there. And you can choose at what level you want to be at, moving through situations. I definitely think that that going from a stable, balanced place is much, much better though. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please be sure to like. If you would like to get the scoop on what's changing with this channel and how we're going to evolve this moving forward, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified when my videos do come on. So, I hope you guys have a beautiful Sunday. Enjoy this fiery day. Blessed be.